Good evening and welcome to the Unprofessional Professional Sports Show. I'm your host, B.A. It is October the 1st, Halloween month. Yeah, it's already starting off scary. I got with me Bo Crouch, Keith Engel, and James Martin as usual. Tip is off today because he has other obligations. That's fine. He can bring his warm self in here today. But anyway.
You guys with jobs. Jesus Christ.
Right. That's with jobs.
Says the guy that just retired after how many years?
It was 45. That's all I worked.
That's
right.
That is a while.
Yeah.
It was beautiful on the golf course today. I will tell you that.
Bo, is that older than you?
What's that?
Is that older than you?
Yes,
That
actually,
makes me feel much
by
better,
a couple of
thank you.
months. By a couple of months.
Makes me feel much better, though.
Oh, I'm glad, man. I'm glad I can be of help.
You're just accidentally dropping strays today.
Man, just left and right. I don't even know how I was doing it.
My week started, and Brian could probably attest to this. My week started with Jack Hirsch telling me on our Monday morning show that I talk too much.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Twice he told me that.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to have to send him a meme of a pot calling the kettle black. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, Keith, I wish you would just shut up sometimes, man.
I can't believe it. He was like, sometimes you just go on a little bit. And I'm like, Jack, hello.
That's awesome.
Somewhere up there in the football hell.
This show off today. Yeah.
Well, I love you.
Max giggling.
That's fantastic.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Hey, it's the beginning of October. We're in the midst of the MLB playoffs. Let's say I'm not happy about the situation right now, but how is your team's doing?
Listen, you complain about AJ Hinch. I'll give you two Aaron Boons for an AJ Hinch. I mean, we talked about the mistakes made by your manager today, and my manager last night puts his best defensive infielder on the bench and one of his best clutch hitters on the bench.
Which he was not happy about.
No, he was not happy about it. He also doesn't get Ben Rice into the game at all last night, one of the hottest hitters on the team the last month. And he pulls his best pitcher. Again, we talked about your pitchers. At least Fried got into the sixth, but he's just coasting along. He threw 100 pitches, but, I mean, come on. Crochet pitched through 117 last night. Is it high? You push guys. We talked about it before we went on. Yep. You push guys further now. And if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? And this is just out of control and ridiculous. And
you got to save them for the off season. I mean,
yeah, because pickleball, you need to save your arm for pickleball.
On the plus side, my team hasn't messed it up yet.
Yes, good job, Bo. Mary is still undefeated in the postseason.
Hey,
nothing wrong with a bye there.
I'll take it. It means you're guaranteed the second round.
There's nothing like being pushed to the brink of elimination by having arguably your second and third best players on the bench all night till the ninth inning with Jazz, and your best pitcher gets taken out only at the most important part of the ball game. Okay, nice job. Other than that,
it feels a lot like fantasy football, doesn't it? You're like, the guy I left on the bench. Damn.
Oh, that's a great one. I like that analogy.
That's a good analogy. Yeah. Well, to bring everybody up to speed, yesterday the playoffs did start. Wow, the wild cards did. Detroit had won against the Guardians 2-1. Again, this is another game. Scuba was pitching out of his mind. Okay, he had 14 strikeouts going into the. Well, he had 14 strikeouts in the 8th inning, and he gave up. What was it? A hit, a walk. Well, the thing that was found that was funny. The person that he walked twice, and he was like the 9th person in the batting order that was batting 140. I'm like, okay, what are you doing, Tarek? I don't understand that whole theory, but whatever. But then again, the dude was on fire. He was throwing 101 in the 7th. He was ready to go. He gets pulled. Fortunately, we had good pitching after that.
And Jose Ramirez not knowing how to run the bases in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So the Tigers took a 2-1, a 1-0 lead in that one, and then the Padres got beat by the Cubs 3-1. And of course, Keith's beloved Yankees got beat by the Red Sox 3-1. I'm sure he can clarify that even more. There you go.
I can't clarify anything that's that foggy. I mean, good God, I just don't understand. I mean, what I said is pretty much all there is to say. I mean, so Armand Rosario was 6 for 9 against Crochet in his career. He was 0 for 3 last night. That's all I care about. It's not the right move to bench Jazz in that situation. He's got to get Rice in the game somewhere against the bullpen late in the game. Doesn't do it. And, this just Fried was pitching lights out, similar to Scoble. He pitched great, giving up a run, but still, I mean, he was pitching really well. 4 hits, I think, and a bunch of strikeouts. Who wants to watch this? And today, obviously, more of the same. Both pitchers on the Cleveland-Detroit game are out before the 4th inning's halfway done. And I don't. Who wants to watch a parade of relief pitchers all night long? It's just ridiculous. And I don't know when it's ever going to stop.
Yeah, at least you guys didn't leave anything on the table.
Well, this is
really, Paul.
And I've been
just float one in there.
I've been kind to Aaron Boone for the last month. They played really good baseball going into these playoffs, and in one day he just destroys all his goodwill for me. This is why none of the Boones, I think, return my messages when I try to get them on for an interview. Nobody will return my none of them.
You think?
That makes sense.
It's one game. One game.
Dodgers. Well, now it's 2 games. The Dodgers destroyed the Reds, which I figured that was going to happen anyway. They beat them 10-5. The Reds did try to come back, but that kind of fell short. Kinda. 10-5. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, give keeping. Hey, both of us, dude. Both of us. As far as it's carrying on today, the Tigers, the Indians, tied the series at 1-1 with a 6-1 victory. They scored 5 runs in the 8th because Hinch is retarded. I'm sorry I said that, but that's what it is. Anyway.
Politically incorrect, unprofessional.
Right. Wow. Hey,
might as well say unprofessional, politically incorrect.
Anyway, that's how I am right now. Anyway,
just trying to get this show canceled. Like, if you didn't want to do the show, you could just say it, man. Like, it's been a good run, but
yeah. Hey,
the truth speaks for itself.
That's
right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So my started pitching, and of course, as Keith alluded to, he was taken out way too early in this game, followed by a plethora. And really, the pitching wasn't bad.
No.
Up to the point they put Melton in, which I knew as soon as he put Melton in, I said, "Oh, we lost this game," because Melton does not know how to pitch without a lead. He does not, and I don't understand the theory behind what Hinch did. I don't even, dude. If we lose this next game, the Tigers lose the next game, Hinch should be fired. Period. You let a 15.5 point lead in a division dwindle all the way down to the point you barely made the playoffs. Then this pitching stuff is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
I was always an AJ Hinch fan, but it's hard to defend a guy who had the best record in baseball just 2 months ago, and a 15-game lead, as you said, which is a record for blowing it and blowing the division. They did get in the playoffs, which did not happen to the Red Sox in the previous longest, or not longest. One of my I lost track of what I was saying. The most games blown before was 14 and a half by the Red Sox in 1978. Bo wouldn't remember that, of course.
Well, Jack would, though.
Jack remembers the 1908 World Series.
No, the way you were describing that is exactly how the Yankees looked.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think he did one game. I think he had one game this year. Other than that, he wasn't going to be doing too much of that anyway because of the way Hinch pulls the pitchers after 7 innings or 100 pitches, whatever comes first.
Yep.
So, and at school, like I said, he was on fire. He gave up a walk. I think it was like they took him out with 1 out in the 8th, and then that's when they put in Vest. Which Vest did an awesome job. Vest did an awesome job for the rest of the game. But they should have just let Scooble go. Scooble was pumped. He probably would have struck out the next 5 people knowing him and set the major league, record in the playoffs for strikeouts because the dude was on fire. He had your little hiccups here and there, but the dude was balling.
He's not going to be available to pitch game 1 of the division series, even if they get there, right? So why not let him pitch and finish the game? Right. So It's not like you say, just save him for the winner.
Yeah, and the Padres did win today 3-0 over the Cubs, tied that series 1-1. Yep. And right now, the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees are starting at the top of the first right now. So
12 for 12, I think, since this format started. The teams that won game 1 win these these wild card series. 12 for 12. Doesn't bodes well for the Tigers. Doesn't bode well for the Yankees.
That's okay.
What?
As a Mariners
as
fan,
James said, yeah, that's okay.
Cool.
Well, you know what? I spent a month saying I don't want to see the Mariners in the playoffs, and I probably don't have to worry about it now. So that's probably
I mean, that is one way to avoid it, I guess.
The only upside was I didn't have to stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching that last night. So
there you go.
There's
always there's a nice.
I do like them having all the games the same day. Like that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Wall-to-wall baseball.
Especially here on the West Coast, right? Because the first game starts at 10 a.m. It's like, oh, here we go. You get up, you do a morning show, bam, baseball's on.
What a life.
You tell me, Keith.
Oh, right.
And the Dodgers
baseball was on.
And the Dodgers and the Reds play later on this evening. 9:08 Eastern Standard Time. Who are the pitchers for that day?
Yamamoto and Littell.
Yamamoto and Littell. Yep.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think Cincinnati even has a chance in this series?
Be over tonight.
No. Yeah.
I thought this before the series started. Quite honestly, and I said this Monday. The Reds, you kind of give a chance because they're streaky. They got a lot of young talent, but they can be very bad or very good. And the Dodgers are the Dodgers. This team's still got to be the favorite to win the series in my mind. So, no, after seeing last night's debacle, I don't see where they've got any kind of chance at all. They'll lose tonight. Yeah. I think the Dodgers have like 4 starters in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah,
but their bullpen is pretty. They've been catching fire lately, but
the only team that can really effectively take them down is the Phillies, and that's just because the Phillies play them really well no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I buy that.
But I mean, realistically, that's going to be your championship series. It's going to be the Phillies and the Dodgers.
I would think so. Who's the Brewers will get? I guess the Dodgers, right?
The Brewers will get the Padres or the Cubs.
They can't get. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all set up. It'll be Phillies and Dodgers, and that'll be a good series, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It just for whatever reason over the last few years, the Phillies kind of have the Dodgers number. So even if you like the Dodgers roster better, the Phillies find a way to win against them. So I think that'll be a really fun series to watch.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how much it's as far as the Tigers and the Guardians are concerned, because either one of those have to go play Seattle. So, and I know the Tigers don't do very well against Seattle, so that's probably going to be, if they win, they basically lost anyway. I don't know, but the Guardians might be a little bit better competition for Seattle, but
yeah,
Tigers.
Well, I don't want to face the Guardians because again, they finished the season how you want to, right? They finished the season on a tear. Exactly. I never want to face a team that's hot going in. I would rather face a team that backed in. Even if you win the wild card series, that doesn't mean a lot as far as making a deep run,
cool.
Right? I mean, we watched Seattle do it. We beat up on Toronto and then lost to Houston. So I mean, so of the two teams, I would rather see Detroit, just because historically, if you enter the postseason that way, it doesn't bode well for going on. So I wish you all the success.
I really think that curtain has closed. I think the Tigers needed to win both these games to even think about going advance, and their morale is shattered now. Thank you, Hinch. You ass. Anyway,
I sense some anger from Brian tonight. I'm not sure if you
do you, Keith? Do you really now?
I was gonna say, at least you're not bitter about it.
Listen, I've been married 3 times. I recognize anger when I hear it.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, I'm steering away from the Major League. I'll keep you updated with the Boston and the Yankees game if you're not watching it already.
Yeah,
we're going to college football for this weekend. We got 2 good matchups. We got number 16 Vanderbilt at number 10 Alabama. Alabama's favored by 10.5. Though, do you think that's a lot?
I think it's too much.
Way too much.
Yeah.
This isn't even a touchdown spread. Shouldn't be. I don't think.
Yes, we could.
Vanderbilt's playing great football.
They are for real.
Yeah, we don't have the strict FCC regulations here. There's still some things you probably shouldn't say because
like
cancel culture exists, but we can legally say them.
Danny,
you mean like retarded?
The point of the show.
Yeah, that was probably one that wasn't ideal.
I mean, we could have referenced. There's something about Mary. You work with retards. I mean,
there you go. Danny, you're missing the point of this show. Basically, it is the unprofessional professional show. Okay.
Yeah.
The un is in there.
The un isn't United Nations. It is.
Right.
It is us.
And the unprofessional.
It's not United Nations. Yeah, sure.
It is us. Yes.
I think this show went way too professional when Bo wasn't here a couple of weeks ago. By the way.
Yeah.
So who just said Alabama's going to cover? Who was that? What what LA fan is that? Lower Alabama.
He's an LA fan for sure. I like Vandy to cover the spread. I really do.
I'm pretty sure that was I had this on my parlay, so I really want them to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.5 is way. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's too much.
Sorry, Danny, they're not going to cover that. But you have the right to roast me next week if they do cover. But I'm guaranteeing that they will not cover that.
I'm just saying I am fairly certain that that's how it went down. So what was the line that you bet on there?
Right, Danny. What's up with that, man? Where did you go?
Yeah, I mean that was
to
a
be
plus.
that confident to saying that Alabama will cover, no doubt. No doubt. You had to have something, buddy.
You know,
Right.
Alabama's playing a little better football, but they beat a Georgia team that is not the Georgia that you remember. This is not that good a football team, Georgia, right now. They've lost. They're like 4-3 in their last 7 games, I think, against Power 4 teams. And as long as I knew that was coming, by the way.
And let's not forget that Alabama scored 24 in the first half. They didn't score anything in the second half. Nothing. That's alarming.
I worry about the quarterback situation. I mean, Ty Simpson played well in the first half last week, and he's played better since the Florida State game, and his offensive line's got healthier. The running backs have gotten healthier. But something to remember about Ty Simpson, he's a fifth-year senior. How many fifth-year seniors are any good and they don't play until they're a fifth-year senior? They haven't either transferred or they've played. So how good can Ty Simpson really be?
Don't cover it up now, Danny.
You know?
And then he goes with he stankies. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. You don't got to walk it back. It's fine.
It's all good. Danny knows that level. But think about that. You know, you don't see fifth-year seniors getting their first chance to play with the same school they started with. Never. Not today.
I just like that you're saying it. I like that you're saying it that he's a fifth-year senior getting his AA. Like that. Yeah. That's the way you're breaking this down.
Kind of.
You're just bad at school. I don't know what to tell you. You've been here for 5 years. You just got your associates. That's a 2-year degree.
Yeah. No child.
I thought you were going to say AARP because you've been here so long.
No quarterback left behind.
No quarterback.
Oh, that means he's got 3 more years of eligibility, right? Some of those COVID years.
They're starting to lop off now, though, the COVID years.
Yeah, both those schools are not doing exactly well.
That's but the ones that are still in school because of the COVID years are called doctors.
That's a good point, too.
Number 3, Miami at number 18, FSU. This is Keith's school of choice here. Miami's favored by 4.5. I think that's pretty on spot.
On the road, I think that's probably a fair line.
Yeah.
Florida State looked really bad last week. Their defense was not good against Virginia on the road. The quarterback got benched at Boston College last year. I can't get that out of my head. They played great. They played out of their minds against Alabama. I think it's a good football team. I don't think it's a great football team. I think there was a huge overreaction to that Alabama win. They jump into the top 10, 2 weeks later. I think they fell 7 or 8 spots this week with their loss to Virginia. Hurricanes are playing good football in pretty much all phases of the game. And I don't know if they've hit their peak yet. Carson Beck struggled last time out, and they still won handily against Florida. So the defense is good. I've been here before, though. I've seen this team get off to really good starts, and, the wheels will come off. So hopefully this is not that year. I mean, this has been a weird football season. The teams we think are good are not good, except for Ohio State and Oregon.
Both in college and pro is really.
Yeah, that's a great point. So
yeah, it's that line out of Friday, right? How you get fired on your day off?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I manipulated the vote so the Ducks would get over Miami, and we wouldn't have to listen to Paul quite as much. Our Boston, he's from Boston. He lives in Wisconsin. He's an Oregon fan. I can't figure this out at all with Paul Spada. He's a good big follower of my show. He's been, and I hope you're there, Paul. And I love you too. But he's been whining that Oregon gets no respect. You got to play somebody and beat somebody, which they finally did, and now you get a little respect.
No, his proximity to Oregon makes all the sense for them being in the Big Ten.
Right.
You could be like my co-host Nate, who is a Lions fan, but he likes the Knicks, and then he likes the Aggies, which is that's cool. And then he likes what's his baseball team? Oh, the Boston Red Sox. It's kind of if you like the Knicks and then you like the Boston Red Sox, doesn't that like?
Well, I'm a Patriot fan, so I understand his dilemma.
He sounds like a traveling vagabond. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he picked teams that were good when he was growing up. Like that's what it was. Like the Knicks were good, the Yankees were good. Like this makes sense.
Well, I can tell you from my standpoint, that isn't a fact because the Yankees were putrid when I became a fan at 8 and 9 years old, and 68, 69. Patriots were awful for the first 40 years of my life.
Yeah, they were bad.
The next 20 were okay, though. I can't really complain.
I mean, minus 1985 there. They did get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about the Patriots being putrid.
They were ahead 3-0 in that game, by the way. I want to remind everybody.
I'm from New Orleans, so I remember the game there. Man.
I had a little
3-0.
I had a little drink that day. It was 3-0, and I'm happy as hell. And I swear to God, didn't walk away for like 10 minutes. It was 35-3. It happened really quick.
Yeah, 71, 72. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their last championship, right? 72.
Yeah, I believe so, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who's that?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
73. 72-73 season, right?
Yeah.
Yes. They had their chances in the 90s.
I mean, they weren't really a good team. They would just assault you on the court. They were fun to watch, but they weren't exactly like an awesome team, right?
I got to disagree with you, Bo. I got to disagree with you, man. I mean, like you said, assault, but they were under Riley and the what's the short guy's name? The coach,
Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah. They were pretty scrappy. They had some good teams, man.
That's what I mean. Is that they were that though. They
But the
weren't
NBA was a lot different.
like they're going to blow you off the court. Like they were going to beat you up, and then they could still score. But
right.
Anytime you knew you were going to go play the Knicks, you're like, man, somebody's getting hurt.
Everybody played that way. But in that time frame, everybody played that way in the 90s. The league was a whole lot different than what you watch today. I mean, it was like football out there.
Right.
It was watchable.
Look at the Pistons.
Like, that's the
Pistons before that time, right? So,
yeah.
Chicago was in their way.
And speaking of the Knicks, I couldn't get that right. And Charles Smith just tried to put another one up under the basket in Game 5 just now, the 100th time. That was the most painful, 5 seconds of my life as a Knicks fan, watching Charles Smith try to put it in the basket from 1 foot 5 times. Oh, my God.
And I know you had to really be just hurt when Reggie Miller shot those 2 3-pointers.
Oh,
yeah.
That was hurtful.
And the choke sign to Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then he gets away with it. Reggie's a clutch player, man.
Oh.
You don't think about Reggie being one of the great players, but he was one of the clutch players for sure. He didn't win a championship, but God.
You got to respect him. He stayed with one team his whole career.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole 30 for 30 on ESPN about that game, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that was one of those guys you wish would have got a ring. Like there was actually a lot of guys in that era, right? Because there was a couple of teams that kind of grabbed a lot of them.
Time for Boone to pull.
He went 1, 2, 3 in the first, so he's probably
low. Yeah, you gotta come out, buddy. You're pitching too good. You gotta come out.
It's already late.
Yeah, too late. Just to keep you up on the top 10 of the NCAA football polls, Ohio State is still at 1. I don't know how. Number 2 is Oregon with 5-0. Miami is 4-0. Ole Miss is at number 4 with 5-0. Number 5 is Oklahoma, 4-0. Number 6 is Texas A&M, 4-0. Number 7 is Penn State, 3-1. Number 8, Indiana, who barely got by Iowa. They're 5-0. And number 9, Texas. What? 3-1. Okay. Number 10, Alabama at 3-1. I don't know about Texas. I'm being up in the top 10. I'm not happy with anything.
Who are you going to put there above them? LSU? I mean,
Texas Tech is 4-0.
Hey, throwing the shots, brother.
No, I'm just kidding. But you lost I put
LSU up there.
LSU probably shouldn't drop 9 spots. If you're going to move,
No, they shouldn't have dropped 9 spots.
you can't move Ole Miss to number 4 and jump them that far and say they're that good, and then dump LSU 9 spots. You can't do both, in my mind. So,
right,
this is college
football.
It's okay.
Of course they can.
Well, of course they can.
I mean, their voting is always the most ridiculous thing. Like anytime you watch their 25, you're just like, what are we doing? There's always at least a few in there where you're just like, who's doing this voting? Whose kid was playing NCAA and was like, they're bad, and just like that. I feel like that's the voting sometimes.
It's not going to matter though. I'm going to say this: SEC has several teams in the top 15. And they're going to cannibalize themselves because most of these teams have got to play each other. And so eventually a lot of these teams will start dropping out. And like he said on his show, maybe there's going to be some 9-3 teams or 3-loss teams that are going to be in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure of it this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, the land of undefeated teams. The land of undefeated teams is going away, especially with how big the conferences are getting, because you're getting away from schedules that have 3 good teams and then terrible to fill out the rest. I mean, now you're playing these in-conference games that used to be teams that would lead their conferences they were in. And so, yeah, I mean, you're going to see undefeated teams kind of go away. You're going to have 1 or 2 by the end of the year, but I mean, you're not going to have a bunch of them like we've had before. They're all playing by next year. They'll all be playing 9-game conference schedules.
Exactly. And a couple of them have already mandated that they play 10 games against a Power 4 team. So that at least one of their non-conference games has got to be against another Power 4 program. So you're right. Undefeated teams are going to become a thing of the past for sure.
It's professional sports anyway. Let's see you play real games.
Yeah.
One of the biggest teams one of the teams I'm really concerned about is Oklahoma. They play Kent State next, and then after that, they have a gauntlet of all ranked teams, all SEC teams. It's Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU. And with that quarterback gone,
yeah. I'm not buying this 3-week thing. They're being too vague about what's going on here. I think this injury's worse than what they're saying. If he's back for the what they say he was going to be back for Texas game, I don't think so. The coach has said we expect him back this year.
This year?
Yeah,
that never bodes well. No,
it
bodes well for that player.
I've read a bunch of articles that say 3 weeks, and fans. And I got a big one that follows me and Alan Peralta. 3 weeks. I'm like, I don't think so. This feels like more than 3 weeks.
Fans are just taking a hopium. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That'd be like saying Tyreek Hill is going to start next week.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Woo. Speaking of which, good segue to the NFL here.
Gonna have to
Tomorrow's game is San Francisco at the Rams.
Yep.
Damn.
Did I say that out loud? I thought that was
You said it out loud. You made me style. Whatever. Now San Francisco is playing tomorrow's night, Thursday night football at the LA Rams. LA Rams are favored by 7.5, rightly so. Brock Purdy's going to be out, and Ricky Purcell is going to be out in that game. So I don't know what.
And Jawan Jennings.
Yeah, I don't know what San Francisco's going to do that. I think the Rams are just going to. Yeah, 7.5 might be small because they don't have Bosa either.
Exactly. Yeah, he's done for the year. No, I mean that line feels about right. Like the Niners team is just falling off because everybody's hurt. The fact that they have as many wins as they do is surprising because of everybody being hurt.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that too. Yeah, I didn't think they're going to last this long. Being,
I agree, Brent.
Whatever. Yeah,
49ers are toast.
Yep.
And Lamar's not playing this weekend. Lamar.
They decided he's not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing this week. No.
I thought they said he was still mum. You sure?
Yep.
I just read that. He said they were mum. Mum means nothing.
Yeah, he's trying to be mum about it, but they have him on a report as doubtful.
Gotcha.
And they're playing Houston this week. If it's any time for Houston to win a game of importance, this will be the time for them to do so.
See,
Well, if the coach is mom,
Ravens are going to pull it out.
then they're chums.
On the docket this week too, let's see, we got Minnesota at Cleveland. Whoopie-doo. Dallas at the Jets. Oh, that ought to be a rich one. I'm trying to see which team can lose. Maybe we can tie. The Jets just disappointed me. They couldn't beat Miami. You can't beat Miami. Come on.
Tyreek Hill-less Miami.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for half of the game at least.
To be fair, he played halfway through the third quarter, so
Yeah.
it's not like he was gone the whole game.
Yeah. When he was out there, he was making his name known out there.
He was balling. Yeah.
By the way, I thought I might be seeing the end to his career on that one scramble he went on. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was late in the game. He slid, and the guy went. If he'd ever made perfect crown-to-crown contact, Tua would have been in next week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that way every time he takes the snap. You're like, well, I mean, is this going to be it?
When he runs the ball, that's when I'm like, okay, this is it right here. Because dude doesn't know how to slide all the time. He likes to, helmet to helmet when he does slide. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
It's the lunge forward that I don't get. You have a history of concussions, and you're like, maybe helmet to helmet with a linebacker. That sounds fun. Like, I do not understand.
And that's right. Yeah, Minnesota will be staying in Europe. They'll be in London against the Cleveland Browns. Always fun. I'm not getting up. Well, let me see. What time is that game? 9:30 in the morning? Oh, God. I'll be up anyway.
That's 6:30 here on the West Coast. I love a 6:30 game. Love it. Because I wake up at 4 anyway. So I just get up, watch some football. Like it's great.
You saying the NFL is convenient for your ball? It's being convenient for you?
The West Coast timing is awesome for me.
We also have Denver at New England. Do you think that's the game of the week?
New England's in Buffalo, so I don't know who's Denver playing.
Denver's playing Philadelphia.
Oh, there you go. You said New England. I thought.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
No, Denver's at. I mean, saying it is that the game of the week though? Denver at Philadelphia. Do you feel that's the game of the week? People are saying it's a game of the week.
Possibly. Broncos played better, but again, they played better against a bad Broncos team. I'm still not sure that team's as good as we think they are. The defense has played bad up until that game, and how am I going to judge them off that game with Jake Browning playing quarterback?
Right.
And Bo Nix played a lot better this week, but again, against the Bengals defense. So this is going to be a good test for the Broncos to see where they actually, how good or bad they actually are.
Yeah, this kind of is a whole ugly slate, isn't it? Like it's not.
Sunday night's game looks good.
Well, plus with all of the rumors that are going around that AJ Brown is not happy. What's new? He's not happy about not getting the ball, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make an effort to get him the ball, and I think they're gonna beat the Broncos, beat the brakes off the Broncos in this game at home.
I would think.
I think competition wise, as far as being a good game, is probably going to be the Bucs Seahawks.
Yeah, that would be a very good game.
That will be a tough game.
Linda,
looking at the rest of these.
Linda.
Hey, Linda. Yeah, no, the rest of these don't look that enticing. I mean,
we got the Giants playing the Saints. I didn't mean to follow that sentence with that game. Sorry.
Cool.
He's returning the firepower.
Cool.
Brian's like Brian OD'd on Sour Patch Kids today or something.
Or Garbage Pail Kids. I mean,
garbage is the word of the day.
I do think the Giants win that game, though.
I do too, actually. I'm sorry, James.
I'm taking the Saints because I just don't.
Sure.
I have no. I haven't been. I mean, it's helping my line on the pick'ems. I've been picking against the Saints because I mean it's just what it is. But I think this is where they turn around. They get Taysom Hill back. They get Foster Moreau back. I think they're gonna surprise the Giants at home. And the Giants has been giving up a lot of rushing. I thought the Saints looked good with their full, stable of offensive line running the ball. They actually played a really good game this last game, and so I'm surprised that the Giants defense that they don't look all that high. And they tried to lose that game. They tried to lose that game that they played against the Chargers. Mind you, it's the Chargers. The Chargers are a really good team.
Yeah,
but they won the game. But I think the Saints have an opportunity.
I really think that the Chargers losing, 3 offensive linemen kind of helped that.
They did.
Yeah.
The Giants did get pressure on Herbert all day long, but they did run the ball for, 160 some yards.
Marion was really good in that game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but at the same time, unfortunately, Malik Neighbors is not there. That's a big weapon for them offensively. So that's going to help the Saints in that regard, I think. And unfortunately for Malik Neighbors, I don't wish any ACL or knee injury on anybody.
No, that one was rough.
Danny, you're more full of you know what than anything, brother.
James will be showing up here with a bag here in a couple of weeks.
They're under my seat right now, and I'm pretty sure in the Superdome they probably have them all under all the seats, especially in the upper levels.
I mean,
nobody believes in Jackson Dart.
I pretty much have picked whatever team is playing the Saints for the suicide polls.
I mean, you've been winning.
I mean,
for sure.
I would stay away from this one because I don't believe in the Giants either. But
I'll take a flyer.
Giants believe in the Giants, I guess.
I don't want to get 12 weeks into a suicide pool and then have to take the Giants or the Saints.
No, that's
my son was in one of those. He didn't make it to game 4, and he keep asking me stuff. I'm saying, don't ask me nothing. You gotta make this decision on your own, brother. I can't help you. I'm not doing good myself, and I'm not even in a paid league. What are you talking about?
I get you, man. I'm in second place right now from the bottom. So, that's what it is.
Hey, I'm creeping closer to the bottom with you there, buddy. Giants are cursed. Yeah.
The game that is, I feel like is going to be harder to pick than it should be is the KC Jags game.
Jags are playing sneaky good.
Yeah, like
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Right?
I said it last week. I bet against them last week against who'd they lose to? The 49ers, right?
Oh, I took them against the Niners.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why I would. Or on the road, the net team's better than we seem to think they are.
The 49ers?
No, the Jaguars.
They're 3-1. They're 3-1 right now.
Yeah, I think that 3-1 is some fool's gold. I'm not sold on them, and I mean some of that is they just, you beat up on a bad Niners team. Because everybody's hurt. And don't get me wrong, you got to beat whoever's on your schedule. I'm not saying that, but it's why the Colts weren't in my top 10 last week because, they were 3-0, but their opponents were 0-9, right? So sometimes you got to look at what the competition was. And I get it. They're all NFL teams and all those guys were, all Americans at whatever college they were at. But we can go out there and say that, the Eagles might have some better dudes than the Titans, right? Like we can go out on a limb there. So not every 3-1 team is built equally here. So
no, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to say the Colts, they could have tied that game. That boneheaded play with Adonai Mitchell. I mean, that's a touchdown.
They actually should have won that game. So
yeah.
For this week, they were actually in my top 10 for my power rankings because even in a loss, the fumble of dude trying to showboat and switch hands 2 yards before the end zone, stupid, right? And then they also had a really costly fumble when they were driving later in the game also. So, I mean, both of those feasibly were probably, one of them was obviously points. And then, The other one, they were at a minimum within field goal range, right? So you're talking about at least a 10-point swing, really a 13-point swing, because that turnover ended up being a field goal for the Rams, I believe. So the Colts should have won that game. And that's why they moved up, because those are coaching mistakes, coachable mistakes, I should say. But they played them well enough to win that game. And that's why I moved them in, because it's like, okay, now you played somebody that's real.
What did you make a new top 10 there, Bo? Do you have one available that we can see?
Of course.
3-1 teams are all 3-1. There was a fat bastard once before he does this that coached my team that said, "You are what your record says you are."
Fat bastard.
You guys can say
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo's top 10 NFL power ranking.
Snazzy, ain't it?
there. Where's the Patriots in there? I don't see it.
Yeah, they're not there. The Steelers aren't there
Top
either.
10.
Right?
Oh, 10.
Top 10.
I thought you said bottom 10. I'm sorry.
Oh, the Saints. Bottom 10. Not the bottom 10, just at the bottom.
Not top 10 draft picks. But yeah, so I mean, there wasn't a ton of movement because some of the teams that were here all lost together, right? I didn't like that Chargers loss, but it wasn't enough to move them significantly, just because you knew that the Giants' defense was going to be good. In fact, it should be better than it's looked this year, right? Their defense hasn't been that great, which is odd. It was supposed to be the one thing good about the Giants, and somehow the offense has looked better. The Niners hang on, but they'll be gone by the end of this week. And then there you go. You got the Colts that pop up. Otherwise, there was actually a lot of losses on the top 10 here.
Colts actually should move up this next week because they're playing in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and realistically, the Rams should knock the Niners out of this completely.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. So,
Yeah.
Where's Oregon on this list? They get no respect. Jeez.
So since I have this slide up, this second one is probably the one that'll interest you more.
I like that. I saw this.
Which coach is getting fired?
I saw this list. Aaron Glenn can't be on this list, by the way. That's just
he can't be. Yeah, that's.
But the rest of these are pretty. And John Harbaugh shouldn't be on this list either. I don't think.
How's Brian Callahan ahead of Mike McDaniel though? That's what I want to know.
But they're pretty bad. But there's no talent there either.
So here's the biggest difference in why Callahan is up there at the top is when this Titans team had no talent for years now, they at least fought for Vrabel, right? Like they were out there battling. They were terrible, but they were fighting for it. This Titans team doesn't look like they care. Like they're like, we're already bad. We're already out. Meh. Whereas that last year with Vrabel before he got fired, they were battling in the final game that meant nothing, right? And also gave us one of the best Vrabel sound bites ever. Like, because the beat writer was like, "Why are you trying to win?" He's like, "Because it sucks to lose, Gentry." Like, one of my favorite
the Mike
Vrabel
McDaniel sound bite.
What's that?
Like the Mike McDaniel soundbite he had this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got plenty.
Yeah. Well, that was just okay, Mike.
One day closer to death. Like, dude, calm down.
I mean, that
one in the
jeez.
Or in order to win the game, or in order to win the games, you got to win the games, or something like. I'm like, dude, what?
Oh yeah.
You can't lose the games if you want to win the games.
Yeah, if you can't lose the games, you want to win the games.
I mean, it sounded worse than when Madden was like, to win the game, you have to score more points than the other teams. Like, yeah, we got it, man.
Wow, you got John Harbaugh down there too, huh?
Yeah. I was eyeing that for sure at number 9.
Fans been clamoring for that for years, though.
So there's a legitimate reason to this, though. And obviously they've been great, right? They get to the playoffs every year. So, I mean, the regular season, they've been money. He hasn't been back since they won it, right? But the big thing there is where this team keeps falling apart is coaching issues, right? So their last 3 runs in the playoffs, they forget that they're a running team and they just don't run the ball, right? That's a coaching issue. That's not players. Players don't dictate whether or not a play gets called or whether or not you see them on the field. There was 2 plays from the one. Derrick Henry's not even on the field. What are we doing? I mean, even if you're not going to give it to him, they have to respect the fact that this mountain of a human is going to run at him, right? So that's a coaching thing. When you are looking at all of a sudden they can't protect the football, that's a coaching thing, right? Because that's you not sticking to fundamentals in practice. Like, hey, we want to see the ball high and tight. Now you're seeing Derrick Henry do it. Do you think that was coaching, or do you think that was Derrick Henry being like, hey, I don't want to destroy my career, right? So a lot of the things that you're seeing this Ravens team fall short on, not just this year, but over the last few years, especially in the postseason, has been coaching mistakes, not personnel mistakes.
Yeah, I like how 3 of these teams are all AFC North teams too. I'm surprised Tomlin's not on this list.
Well, they already want him gone. He just keeps winning games. So, I mean,
again, you know what? Guys like Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh, it's easy to say we should fire him. He's been there 17 years, been very successful. He's got a Super Bowl trophy. And I guarantee you, if they fire John Harbaugh, they'll go through 7 coaches in the next 17 years, probably.
No question. So I'm not saying I would fire all these people. Like Zach Taylor is a great example of, I don't think it's his fault.
Well, you got the defense. You got the defense. That falls on him too.
Well, no, you don't have anybody on defense. You have 3 guys that make up half your cap.
You
got one guy, right? But you can only do so much when there's 10 other dudes. So some of this is your GM should be fired. Stefanski, he's another guy that ultimately probably gets canned, but it's not his fault.
Yeah, I agree.
Barrage of quarterbacks, right? So just
they'll both get jobs again.
Exactly, and Harbaugh would too, and Tomlin will. Like some of these guys will absolutely coach again.
Yeah, I don't know if Tomlin wants to though, or maybe Harbaugh doesn't even want to once he finally leaves here, because it's been a long time and you're used to being where you are. I don't know if they're going to come. They won't come right back. But I think Taylor and Stefanski are the best bets. They're going to come back before Callahan's never getting another job, right?
What about Brian Daboll? I mean, what does he do?
I don't think Daboll ever gets another shot either. I think he'll be an offensive coordinator for a lot of years, but he won't be a head coach.
Yeah, McDaniel won't either. This is one and done for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these guys at the top, they probably don't get another shot.
That's too early for Aaron Glenn. I wouldn't even put Aaron Glenn on this list. I don't even know why he did that.
That's silly. He's got a long, he's got a 5-year contract or something. They're not just going to fire him and eat it.
See, that's where I disagree.
Unless there's somebody jumps out, you can't pass up.
So I don't think he should get fired. But we're talking about the Jets here. So we also got to keep in mind that the league, as of 2 years ago, had $780 million in coaches' contracts that they were paying to coaches not coaching. So they don't care about eating contracts.
Well, I could see it only happening one way. Somebody you can't say no to is available and wants a job.
Like Mayo versus Vrabel.
Right. Same kind of situation. If Mike Tomlin came available, or John Harbaugh, then maybe you do make a move if they're interested in your job, which that's a reach in itself, by the way, that they'd be interested in coming there.
And let's be honest, Aaron Glenn wasn't exactly set up for success anyway, right? When you look at what that team was built at, right? They have Saleh, defensive coach. Defense was top 5, right? They fire him. They elevate the defensive coordinator, which, that's wild because the offense was the problem. And then they eliminate Hackett, right? Like he stays in the organization, but he gets demoted, whatever. So then in all of the Jets' wisdom, they're like, hey, you know what we probably need is a defensive coach again. And so, it's not a surprise that the defense looks decent and the offense is struggling. It's what the Jets' MO has been for 8 years.
But the problem is their defense doesn't look good. They look kind of bad with the high priced personnel there, and so That's what probably would get him fired is not having a good defense.
But they were,
You know,
they were sliding as soon as they fired Saleh. They started to slide.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree, but he comes in as a defensive coach. You're supposed to fix that.
I
And
was
so-
going to say Bill Belichick. They would not fire Aaron Glenn for Bill Belichick in New York. I don't think.
Two news things came across the wire on the NFL. First, the Eagles are open to trade A.J. Brown.
Really?
So, yep. And Xavier Howard, cornerback for Indianapolis, has abruptly retired.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
and this is where it starts unraveling for the Colts. One little monkey wrench gets thrown into the plan. It's downhill from that point.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I mean, he's not the same Xavier Howard.
I'm being funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Xavier Howard is nowhere where he used to be at.
No.
I never liked him when he was when he played for Minnesota. I didn't think he was that good of a corner in the first place.
I know why you don't like him, man. But man, you are about as transparent as glass, sir.
He wasn't a good corner, though. I mean,
that's not true.
They got Akuda over there, Akuda Matata over there. So
Akuda Matata is definitely a bust. He's a third overall bust for sure. He's been all over the place. Talk about a vagabond, man. That's definitely one.
For that pick. Love that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you. Yes, he went to Ohio State. Oh my God!
I don't. Once players come into the NFL, I don't care what school you come into. I mean, come from, because you're in the NFL now. Schools don't matter to me after that point. He was a good corner He was a good corner at Ohio State. He was a very good corner at Ohio State. You don't pick him at number 3, though, you dum-dums.
Dumbass, I think, would be the word, actually. You were looking for.
Yeah, I'm trying to be politically correct, and I just threw out the R word earlier.
Let's pull from the Three Stooges language. Nincompoop, nitwit, numbskull.
Old school bad words. Yeah. Yeah, Jacksonville's going to have a test this weekend, though. Monday. They play Monday Night Football, and they're playing the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, I think, used that Baltimore game as a get-right stick for them, I think. And
but this may be a litmus test for Jacksonville, though. This may be a litmus test for them.
I mean, Xavier Worthy is back, so he'll be playing on, and then they got one more game until Rashid Rice comes back. So it's all starting to come together for him.
Well, yeah, because everybody else is mostly healthy for the Chiefs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Other than their guys that went on IR before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jags are also really healthy overall. So I don't know. That one will be interesting. It's worthy of Monday Night Football. At least on paper, we'll find out.
And teams that we don't have to watch this weekend
better than this last week. Yes.
Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh, because they're all on bye.
Good.
So we don't have to worry about Caleb Williams, we have to worry about Atlanta or Green Bay going to the Super Bowl, or Pittsburgh having a resurgence with A-Rod. I like it. All 4 of those teams got some kind of drama going on. I love it.
Danny, I like all 2 of those teams not to lose this week.
Bye.
Keith, I'm telling you, I'm picking the Pats to win this next game.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. All right.
If the defense shows up, they'll have a shot. But this could get ugly if the defense doesn't show up.
But you got to give Stephon Diggs some props, man. He's showing up for your team.
Yeah, finally, this week he did show up.
I would say you got Arizona. Did you have to play Arizona yet, there, Danny? Because they're playing the Titans at home.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I took in my suicide pool. I've already used the Cardinals because they.
No, I don't know. I haven't.
The Saints already.
I might take the Saints. Just kidding. It's a tough card for. Yeah, this has been tough. Survivor's been tough. Probably.
Well, you got the Colts and the Raiders too. That's the other one.
Say that.
If you haven't taken the Lions, this is the time to take the Lions.
Yeah. We're still alive in a $150,000 survivor pool that we've been in for years.
There you go, Danny.
Let's go.
What did he say? Arizona?
He's taking Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah, we've already taken the Cardinals, so I can't take them this week.
Well, he's probably saying that's a wrap because it is a wrap. We're at the bottom of the hour.
We are.
Oh, we are.
Out of here.
Wow,
Yes,
the hour went so fast. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we were unprofessional.
It's
What happens when you're unprofessional on on the show? It goes by fast, This thing I just said the R word like 5 minutes ago. I just don't know. Anyway, thank you for joining us, everybody, in the comment section. Robert, Danny, of course, Linda. We always welcome you. To everybody on this panel, Bo, Keith, James. We'll see you next time. Next Wednesday on the Unprofessional Professional Sports Show. For everybody else, y'all have a great rest of your day. Watch some playoff games. I'm
going to need some more makeup from all the black eyes that I have, from all the strays from my Saints that I'm taking.
That's because you came in hot.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's our new. On that note,
See ya.
cool.